We are back. I fixed my microphone issues and we have a PDS tornado on the ground. Okay. So, while I was fixing everything, we ended up having this huge monster of a tornado. It is headed right through Charleston right now. You can see a big CC drop. We have reports of power flashes. It's a rain-wrapped tornado. So this destructive thunderstorm organized really fast. And now we have a PDS tornado right over Charleston. Large and extremely dangerous tornado. It's moving east at 45 miles per hour. I updated the timing of this PDS tornado. My velocities are not loading. I mean, you can see these velocities right over Charleston. Reports of power flashes, rain-wrapped tornadoes, a cone tornado, and it is rain-wrapped. This tornado is now observed by emergency management. This is just south of Springfield, headed towards Taylorville, south of Pawnee and Kincaid. See if we have a debris signature. I don't see one. Large tornado just hit us. Debris everywhere. Tornado crossing south of this location. So Charleston just got hit by a PDS tornado. If you're just joining us, I had to end stream earlier. My microphone was not working. But we're back, and we have a particularly dangerous situation here in Charleston, Illinois. If we look back at these velocities, see this thing kind of just went through the north side of Charleston. You can see the classic supercell shape here. Very intense velocities here on the northeast side of Charleston, headed towards Ashmore. Further down the line is Grandview, Kansas, Elbridge, as this tornado heads towards Indiana. Still a PDS. I'm surprised we don't have a debris signature on this thing. It's in an environment for EF3 plus tornadoes. And the area of these velocities is huge. Got about a 3.8 mile wide circulation. Garage siding, roof blown off, numerous trees down at this location in Castle Creek. It looks like it went through the north side of Charleston. We still have our observed tornado warning back here. These are our 2 tornado warnings right now. They extended this PDS tornado warning. Let's see if I can.
Like a funneled me.
Heard the roar and saw everything flying and building, roof ripping apart. I was like,
Crazy velocities right now.
Obliterated debris.
We're gonna see if this thing is gonna keep going or not. This observed tornado warning expires in 13 minutes or 20 minutes. I think this is our tornado here to the south of Taylorville. I don't see anything on CC. Let's go back to our velocities here. See this thing come together just to the south of Taylorville. So we might have another tornado in progress headed towards Assumption. And we have another tornado warning up here in Evansville, Wisconsin, for this line of storms that has produced a tornado in the past. Back to our PDS tornado warning. can see these velocities very tight over here near Westfield. Back. Four tornado warnings. These two PDS tornado warnings are for the same tornado. We have an observed tornado down here just to the south of Taylorville. Let's see if we have a CC drop on it. I don't believe we do, but it's likely a tornado down just to the northwest of Awanico. Let's check out this new. It looks like we have a air rotation up there. This area of rotation is kind of broad now. So this is our dangerous corridor here in Illinois. From Taylorville to Bloomfield, Indiana. Over here, it looks like our storm in Indiana may have wall cloud and possible funnel developing. Definitely see some rotation there. This is for our Wisconsin. Our Wisconsin tornado warning is now observed. And it's going to be radar confirmed. Let's take a look here. We're going to see it to the north of Belleville. Yep, you can see it clear as day. We have a tornado here. How busy will the 2026 hurricane season be? It could be average. It's projected to be below average, but not by that much. It's very unlikely that it will be above average, though. All right, so this tornado ongoing up here is headed right towards Rutland, Wisconsin, headed towards Dunkirk. Yep, we have a tornado warning for this storm that has that reported funnel cloud. We're going to see the velocities here. You can see them right near Fontanet. Pretty strong velocities there. We may even have a CC drop. We'll see if that develops any further. Our PDS tornado warning has been downgraded to radar indicated. So our Wisconsin tornado seems to be the only one actively on the ground here. We can see it right here. Can I check on Arthur? Yes, I can. Let's go take a quick look at Arthur. Let's look at the precipitation. I believe we have 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts here. It's right over Galveston. Let's check. Okay, looks like our sustained winds is a 40 miles per hour, and it's gusting up to 58 miles per hour over Galveston. There's not a lot of rain on the Texas side of the storm. All the rain's going to be more on the Louisiana side, with 30-mile-per-hour gusts inside these cells around Baton Rouge and Lafayette. And this whole area of storms here is going to move up slowly into Louisiana, into the southeast, dumping a bunch of rain. This is our ongoing tornado here in Wisconsin to the northeast side of Belleville, headed right towards Rutland. And Dunkirk and Staunton down the line. I think a hurricane is stronger than a tornado. That depends. It severely depends on the level of each. I would say a major hurricane is definitely, obviously, more dangerous than EF0 to EF1 tornado, especially the amount, like the area it can encompass. I would say an EF5 tornado is more dangerous than anything on Earth, outside of maybe a volcanic eruption and a tsunami. As somebody who has been hit by hurricanes before, I would rather get hit by a hurricane than a tornado. I hope I never get hit by a tornado in my life. But as far as large scale, hurricanes can do wider impacts, knock out an entire county's power, cause a lot more damage in numbers, but there's nothing as devastating as an intense or violent tornado. It's like a nuclear blast going off in the core of that tornado. You can see this tornado is still ongoing as it goes towards Rutland and the south side of Oregon, Wisconsin. Still on the ground here. You can see these velocities right here. It is rain wrapped. Our tornado warnings down here. I think our area of rotation is outside of this. It is now to the east of Awanico. There's still very much an area of rotation. I'm surprised they haven't reissued a tornado warning. They have a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning tag on it. Check out this warning. We can see our area of rotation entering Brazil. I don't believe we have a CC drop. This tornado has been on the ground for 8 minutes now, headed towards Rutland. Looks like it may be weakening. And we have some debris fallout. Alright, they reissued this tornado warning for this area of rotation now to the southwest of Pana. This actually looks like a new area of rotation that just developed to the southeast of Rosamond, headed towards the south side of Pana. And let's see if we have a CC. I don't think we do. But you can see this rotation. Let's check. It might be a part of this hook right here. These velocities are still intense over here to the west and north of Martinsville and Marshall. As of right now, this tornado is still ongoing. Two new tornado watches and a severe thunderstorm warning in Jefferson, Wisconsin. That is going to be out in front of this line of thunderstorms. It's warned for a possible tornado, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and pea-sized hail. They've expanded and extended this tornado warning that now includes Marshall, Grandview, Elbridge, and Vermilion as it heads towards the Indiana border. We have our debris ball entering Brooklyn and Rutland right now, headed towards Staunton and Dunkirk. It is likely debris fallout. Still very strong velocities over here. And then by Brazil, we also have some strong velocities. This is now a radar indicated for rotation. It is no longer an observed tornado warning. This rotation near Carbon is still strong. This is from the remnants of our PDS tornado we just had that went through Charleston. Still very strong rotation. And then this tornado warning should be expiring for Taylorville in the next 5 minutes. You can start to see this kind of what happened with our PDS storm. This pocket opens up and it'll tighten. If I were in Lakewood, Tower Hill, Shelbyville, and Strasburg, I'd be paying very close attention to the storm. We have a tornado warning in Indiana now for this storm north of Brazil, near Carbon and Harmony. Still have very fast velocities headed towards Marshall. So what I think is going to happen is we're going to start to see this hook start to come out in front right here and organize and push this way. That is what I think we're going to see happen. I think that was an extension of this tornado warning we had for our PDS tornado. Yep. As it heads into Indiana, near Prairieton, Riley, Corey, and Terre Haute. So we're going to watch this developing hook echo to the south of Pana, Tower Hill, and Shelbyville, headed towards Strasburg. We should start to see this start to wrap, and it'll get here. This may be our next dangerous situation here. I'm going to leave those markings here just to see. If you're new to the stream, we just had a PDS tornado go through Charleston. Reports of people that got hit by the tornado. Debris being everywhere, all over Charleston. Power flashes. People reporting a cone and a rain wrap tornado. Trees uprooted, roofs blown off, power lines down, sliding damage on apartment complexes, and they're unsure of injuries at this time. This is where that storm has gone. Okay, so somebody reported an ongoing multi-vortex tornado with this rotation. I mean, you can see a pretty, I don't know if this is the right radar, but can see these velocities here. There's possibly a multi-vortex tornado on the ground right here near Marshall. Again, this is part of our circulation from our PDS tornado. As you can see here, our hook is about to come into this area. And if that dives eastward, if this hook can start to curl, this is exactly what the storm did over near Charleston. If we go back on reflectivity and watch, we had this wide open sector, and then you see this hook push around in it and organize. So that's what we're looking for. You can see this is how it was, and that's kind of where we're at now with the storm in Pana. This little triangle shape. So we're going to see if this hook is going to do the same thing. If so, it will most likely produce an intense tornado. This is in our environment that is capable of sustaining EF3 tornadoes for the next hour and 14 minutes. We have very strong velocities over here near Marshall. And a possible multi-vortex tornado on the ground, according to this storm report from 4 minutes ago. We also may have, yeah, right here we have a tornado warning. For this supercell, you can see the hook here. I think that was the new tornado warning. Or they've tornado warned this. I think it's been tornado warned. I don't know what I'm saying. So here we go. Our tornado up in this line of thunderstorms is still radar indicated and active for the next 28 minutes. And it looks like we may see that hook punch out on this next scan. And that would be the most concerning. You can see these velocities, they could tighten up really fast, and that's what we're watching for. And we're watching for the hook to punch outward right here. If that happens, we'll see those velocities tighten. And it doesn't look like it's done it yet. But it might. It's getting close. As you can see, back here, it was just a couple radar scans difference. We're talking about it organized, and in 10 minutes, it put down a monster. So this cell down to the south, near Lakewood, could do the exact same thing. Go back to our tornado warning up here. We can see our very defined hook and our velocities. Think they're changing the shape on one of these tornado warnings in Indiana. Yep. They shrunk this tornado warning a little bit. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning up here for the next hour and 10 minutes. That's basically as long as our tornado watch is up here as well in Wisconsin. We have a new tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning. 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1.5-inch size hail. Can see these velocities might start to tighten up here, and we'll see. Yeah, I think we're starting to see it right here. So we need to pay very close attention to this. It is outside of the warning now. Headed towards Lakewood, Stewartson, and Strasburg. Yeah, we're starting to see these really tighten up here. See, we still have very strong velocities up here near Marshall. We're going to see if this can organize and produce a tornado. Looks like all of our tornado warnings are all in the same area. This one up here should expire soon. I guess it's ongoing till 9. See if we have any. Okay, yeah, we do have an area of rotation to the west, or not west, the east of Union. Right here. Shelby, Illinois. Now has a tornado warning. So they've kind of continued this tornado warning. Looks like our hook is getting left behind over here. But it's still a very concerning supercell right here in Shelbyville. And the thunderstorm is also got 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 1.5-inch size hail. Let's check our storm over here. We can see all these supercells are kind of doing the same thing. They have this little sector out in front, and then you'll see it curl right here if it organizes. That's what happened with our Charleston supercell. Definitely want to be watching out. For any supercell. They are organizing very fast when they do, and they're in an environment to produce intense tornadoes. You can see the rotation here. It's kind of broad right now, but again, could tighten in the matter of, it could tighten, organize, and drop a monster in the matter of 10 minutes. That's how long it took for this storm to do it, and it looks like it may be gearing up for another go at it as it enters Indiana. Let's check our sounding up here by this tornado warning. So we're sounding down here. Looks like we just got a damage report. Outbuildings and awnings destroyed on Main Street and Marshall, so we may still have an ongoing tornado here. Over here by our Shelbyville storm, we have a new hook developing, it looks like. Very broad areas of rotation. That could tighten any second, any minute. It'll happen fast if it does. If you're enjoying the stream, please be sure to drop a like. It helps me out a lot. They've issued a new tornado warning up here in Wisconsin for this area of rotation near Orfordville, Footville, and Hanover. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning in Hendricks, Morgan, and Putnam, Indiana. It's going to be associated with the supercell that actively has a tornado warning. It's going to be a tornado possible, 60 mile per hour, pea-size hail severe thunderstorm warning. Looks like they changed the sizes of these tornado warnings. We might see this thing on radar if it decides to drop something. A new tornado watch in Missouri. They just moved the boundary a little further. Expires at 11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This is what our radar looks like right now. We have a line of thunderstorms up in Wisconsin that is tornado warned. We have a line of supercells here moving eastward. We got one over Marshall, one over Shelbyville, and another one over Greencastle headed towards Indianapolis. I actually think our tornado warning is gone on this, but it is headed towards the south side of Indianapolis. They moved this tornado warning again. So we have two separate tornado warnings on this line of storms. Let's check both areas of rotation. So we got one near Fulton and Edgerton, and one near Footville, Orfordville, and Hanover. Two separate rotating areas on a part of that convective system. You can see we still have tight rotation as this enters Indiana. I'm going to issue a tornado warning. Not issue. They're just going to shrink it right over where they believe the rotation is. It'll be just to the southwest of Terrehate, is how I'm going to say that. Our Shelbyville tornado warning has expired. So we have this tornado and then the 2 warnings up here in Wisconsin. See our area of rotation near Orfordville. And then area near Edgerton and Fulton. Two new severe thunderstorm warnings, one in Wisconsin, and then 6 more spots in Illinois for a considerable damage threat. 2.5-inch size hail at 60 miles per hour. I think they're updating a tornado warning. Don't believe that's a new one. I think that one's actually expiring. Okay, so this near Cowden and Beecher City needs to be looked at. It looks like we may have our supercell starting to organize. On that PDS one we just had about an hour ago, we saw a giant hail core and a destructive thunderstorm that ended up organizing. We could see the same thing here. We have a new tornado warning in Effingham. Yeah, that's okay. So the storm I was just saying needs to be tornado warned is now tornado warned. This is probably our storm that we need to be most concerned about. This is the one that has been tracking this way. It is radar indicated in place for the next 40 minutes. Stewardson, Sigel, Effingham, Montrose, Woodbury, Joliet, Toledo, Greenup, Hidalgo, and Newton, Illinois are all in the path of this. We now have a new considerable damage severe thunderstorm warning. 2.5-inch size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and we got it to the north now too in Strasbourg. I'm surprised that it's not destructive yet. I mean, what are these decibel readings? 67. All right. You can see our area of rotation now to the northeast of Prairieton as it heads towards the south side of Terre Haute. Can really see those velocities in that hook. I don't see a CC drop. We can really see these velocities start to wrap up here inside of this hook. A new special weather statement. We had a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust reported in Melbourne, Florida today. And here's our new special weather statement. Water spout, possible special marine warning as well. With the storms related to Tropical Storm Arthur as it has made a landfall in Texas, and the rain and storms associated with it continue to batter Louisiana. It looks like we had a tornado report back. I think that just went in the wrong spot. Somebody's got like a VPN on or something. All right, let's look at these velocities to the south of Terre Haute. Very tight as it comes on the south side here. This might get upgraded. I don't see a CC drop, and I believe that's the reason it's not, but we have a new severe thunderstorm warning with tornado possible. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 1.25 inch size hail right here near Litchfield, Illinois. These velocities update, we will see. So reflectivity is ahead. All right, there we go. Here's our updated velocities. Can check for CC drop. I don't see anything. Just in the north of Beecher City, we have a convergence signature inside of our hook as this supercell begins to organize and take shape and strengthen. All right, 68 dBz. It's like 2.5-inch hail. Yep. Our latest scan on this, I think. Reflectivity is ahead of the velocities. Gonna wait for it to update. Yeah, it looks like these velocities are strengthening. And we might have a developing tornado over here north of Beecher City. Wisconsin's tornado warning is going to be extended. You can see these velocities right here. And that is headed towards Clinton, town of Turtle, and north of Beloit. We have a developing wall cloud over here near Cloverdale. That's part of that Putnamville supercell. It looks like it's starting to try to organize again as it heads towards Mooresville, Greenwood, and Indianapolis. So very tight velocities to the south side of Terre Haute. All three of our tornado warnings are radar indicated. I think this one is probably our most concerning. Can see those velocities starting to ramp up and get tighter. We could see a big time tornado drop here in Stewardson, Shumway, Sligo. It might already be in progress here. Can see these colors start to change here. We're going to see if it pops up on the next update. New severe thunderstorm warning in Clark and Edgar, Illinois. Very tight velocities here to the east of Beecher City. Okay. On our next update, we can see these velocities headed towards Shumway are very tight. Nothing on the CC yet. But this thing could drop any second. Be a dangerous situation for Shumway. I think this thing is kind of moving towards Effingham. So if we're in Effingham or too topless, got a dangerous situation unfolding here. Twelve severe thunderstorm warnings. Let's check our HRRR. For the next couple hours here. We may get more supercell action. Around 11 p.m. My stuff is not loading. There we go. And we have a really tight rotation now, just to the east of Shumway. And this could be our CC drop starting. See this hook in here. This is definitely our most concerning out there right now. Our most concerning storm that we have right now. It's headed towards the direction of Effingham, Teutopolis, and Dietrich. We can see that these velocities have continued to get tighter. Our hail core is still strong in the storm. New tornado washes coming out in Illinois. Oh, I'm yawning. Here's our other tornado warning. Can actually see our rotation here. Don't think we have a CC drop on it. And our Indiana tornado warning. We actually have some crazy velocities down here near Riley. As this new hook develops on a little space supercell. It's had an 1.25 inch hail reported. That is a very strong convergence signature. Just went right over Shumway. And starting to jet east. Had power lines down. All right, we're getting the tornado on the ground reports. There's a tornado on the ground just northwest of Effingham. And we're starting to see our CC drop here. And it's a cone tornado. Very large cone tornado, very loud. Over here to the southeast of Shumway. We also had power lines down in between Beecher City and Shumway. This is now upgraded to observed. We also have a strong area of rotation near Riley, Corey, and Saline City that is tornado warned. Levi Gardner spots a cone tornado, so we have a cone tornado in progress here near Effingham. Can't really see it on the CC, but multiple reports of a tornado here near Effingham. You can see these velocities really cranking here. Cone just crossed 50 feet south of this location. So we have a cone tornado on the ground right here along 1800th Avenue. So I wouldn't be surprised if this gets upgraded because these velocities are going to continue to get off the charts. See, it's just on the north side of Effingham, headed towards Montrose. Look at these velocities, dude. Okay, got upgraded. It is now a PDS tornado. Large and extremely dangerous is on the ground. A large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornado. See it just crossing the highway now. Alright, we can see this debris ball now. Right here. And we have another tornado warning over here by Hillsborough, Butler, and Irving, Illinois. Behind this storm, ports of the strong cone. You can see the CC drop here. This is in our EF3 intensity level environment here. Looks like we have a big time debris ball here. This is not a good situation over here. We also have 6 active tornado warnings. This is our PDS. The cone tornado is still on the ground. You can see these velocities here. It's traveling right along the highway. Can see the hook on this thing. It is still on the ground here. Tree shredded, all limbs gone. Significant damage to outbuildings. And the path of this is Hidalgo and Rose Hill. Looks like it just scraped the north end of Teutopolis. They've extended the PDS tornado to include Hunt City, Willow Hill, Yale, and Newton. This thing is to the east side of Teutopolis. Big time debris ball in between Teutopolis and Montrose. It literally just missed Teutopolis. As you can see here, we have our debris ball. Related to our PDS tornado here. Shredded trees, missing guardrail. Reported damage here. This thing is racing off to the east now. Still a considerably sized debris ball. And it looks like it's only getting more organized. Still see our debris ball here. We have a tornado warning behind the storm that is rotating. And one in front of it is rotating. Over here near Patricksburg. Expires at 10 p.m. You can see this hook echo here. Let's wait for these velocities to update. updated tornado warning here in Indiana. Still have our CC drop here. Still very tight velocities. Might be weakening a little bit. Let's hope so. So our all radar indicated. We still have our ongoing tornado warning in Wisconsin that expires in 3 minutes. Our tornado warning near Fillmore, Bingham, and Ramsey is getting more concerning. So you see this new hook develop. Also just along our EF3 intensity line. It's hard to tell if our CC has something here still. Yeah, I think this is our debris ball up here. I think this is our debris ball. We have 6 active tornado warnings. Looks like a wall cloud is reported with this area of rotation. And this tornado warning. You can start to see a little hook develop. This storm back here near Ramsey is getting very concerning. Our velocities are still very intense down here. Headed towards Rose Hill, Hidalgo, Yale, and Hunt City. Very intense. Rotation. They still have this as a particularly dangerous situation. A large and extremely dangerous and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. This is literally just south of the other one we had. Let's measure it out here. $15 miles apart. This is one of 4 tornado warnings We have a line of 3 here. Do we have 2 over here? And we have 2 tornado warnings associated with this storm right here. So all 4 of our tornado warnings are right here along this line of supercells. This hook is still developing down here. I think we have another tornado warning in Wisconsin for this rotation right here. I think our particularly dangerous situation tornado is still ongoing here. Just to the west southwest of Rose Hill. They've moved our tornado warning over near Ramsey. See, those velocities are still strong. just tuning in, this is our particularly dangerous situation in Illinois right now. South-southwest of Hidalgo. Looks like I may be trying to cycle. They moved our tornado warning in Wisconsin. That is embedded in this line of thunderstorms here. You can see this area of rotation right here. They've extended the tornado warning past the PDS to just radar indicated. That means our PDS tornado is likely off the ground and not expected to continue ongoing. We have a tree blocking the road over here. Reported by Tanner Charles himself. We have a tornado warning to the south of Indianapolis here in Indiana, headed in towards Franklin. Another tornado warning down for this storm. Elephant trunk tornado is supposedly still on the ground here near Rose Hill. They are moving these warnings all around. Still radar indicated for now. Storm near Franklin is also radar indicated. See our areas of rotation for these. So this tornado is still very much ongoing here. Let's see if we have a CC drop. I don't believe we do. But it's impacting the community of Rose Hill right now. Storm Guy 1, hello, how are you doing? A severe thunderstorm warning in Arizona. Special weather simmer for 50-mile-an-hour winds up here in Michigan. What's happening in Michigan? They've downgraded this tornado warning to radar indicated. It might try to cycle and drop again, but that is our third PDS tornado of the day. Second in Illinois. A 60-mile-per-hour gust reported here in Terre Haute, Indiana. Where is the tornado at right now? It is on the west side of Illinois near Hidalgo, Rose Hill, Yale, and Hunt City. And then behind that we have a developing area of rotation in Ramsey, Illinois. Right here. And then here's our other area of rotation. So we have two areas of rotation that are our main concern. We have another couple over here. This is the most concerning though. As you can see, we have winds of 66 miles an hour in here. Let's look at these damage reports in Charleston. So our updated tornado warning to the west, or the east of Terre Haute, sorry. It's an embedded supercell. Can see our area of rotation right here. May have another area of rotation here. Damage to silos here. Tornado possible, severe thunderstorm warning. That is associated with this storm, as well as 2-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Do I like Reed? Do I know Reed Timmer? I do not know Reed Timmer. I know of Reed Timmer. I'm a big fan of Reed Timmer. I did not know him personally. A severe thunderstorm warning over here in Missouri. All of our tornado warnings are in this corridor outside of this one over here in Wisconsin. Stay updated. We have a new mesoscale discussion out in front for more EF3 intensity. Like, this environment is crazy. Just keeps moving eastward. All of our tornado warnings are radar indicated. We have 8 right now. But 6 of them are associated with their own. Like, there's 2 tornadoes for, or there's 2 warnings for 1 circulation on 3 of these storms. I think our Wisconsin tornado warning is going to expire, so we really only have 4. They updated this tornado warning in Franklin, Indiana. You can kind of see our hook here. It's very windy. .62 miles out in front of it. 70-mile-an-hour winds going into the storm. So very strong velocities over here near Hunt City in Yale, Illinois. Strong velocities over here near Ramsey still. Heading into the area that was just hit by a tornado. Surprised this Wisconsin tornado has not been allowed to. Oh, I guess there's still a lot of rotation here. That'll probably get extended. These storms are going to enter a primed environment here. Very strong velocities over here near Gosport and Steinsville and Paragon. That is in Indiana. An embedded supercell. Apparently there's still a tornado on the ground. As of 3 minutes ago. Where is it heading? All these storms are heading into Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky. These tornadoes are moving eastward across Indiana and Illinois. We have one going towards Effingham, one going towards Hudsonville, Marron, Palestine, Robinson, Annapolis. One heading towards Patricksburg, Spencer, and then one headed towards Gosport, Paragon, Browns Crossing, south of Martinsville. Just a general area of where these storms are headed. So we still have a tornado ongoing here in Hunt City. Can't really see a CC drop. Definitely see those strong velocities. Have some contamination on our radar for this storm. Oh yeah, that thing looks like it's strengthening. You can see these velocities very tight here near Hunt City. Heading towards the Indiana border. We have a new severe thunderstorm in Polk, Missouri. If you guys are new to the stream, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps me a lot. They're updating this tornado warning in Hunt City. They all are radar indicated. They don't have anything as observed yet. Right back. Got our observed tornado over here. Wow, that is a strong tornado embedded in. Oh, wow. Can see that hook transparent, this embedded supercell. It's going to cross North Wayport Road in Indiana, just south of Martinsville. Can see that thing on the correlation coefficient. This is the tornado's debris ball. It is heading due east towards Nineveh, Edinburgh. They're extending the tornado warning over here. You can see these velocities still getting stronger. This tornado is heading towards Edinburgh and Nineveh. If it doesn't lift, it literally looks to hit Edinburgh head on. Maybe just south of it. This is now a particularly dangerous situation. Here in Indiana, north of Bloomington. All the other tornadoes are radar indicated at this time. That's very strong velocities. Oh man, very strong. About to pass over the highway here. This tornado warning is about to expire back here. We can see this debris ball here. We have a bunch of tornado warnings expiring. See, near St. Elmo, got some rotation that is tornado warned. And this, you can see this debris ball on reflectivity. So that is That is insanely strong. We have a very violent tornado on the ground here. And they've extended this PDS tornado to Helmsburg, Nashville, Nineveh, Edinburgh, Taylorsville, and Columbus. Grandview Lake. Okay, this is our strongest tornado of the day. %100. And our storm near St. Elmo is headed towards Altamont, Mason, and Watson, Illinois. I mean, you don't see this very often. You can literally see the debris on reflectivity. Huge debris ball. Right over East Bryant's Creek Road. If we take this thing on the same heading, carry it out here, it looks to head towards Edinburgh and Nineveh. Updated tornado warning for Effingham. Doesn't expire till 10:45. A new severe thunderstorm warning in Boone and McHenry, Illinois. And that is a big time tornado. The debris ball is about 1.1 miles wide. As you can just see how strong this thing looks on the velocities. This thing is still on the ground, heading towards Taylorsville and Edinburgh and Pleasant View Village. Let's check the gate-to-gate shear on this. 86 or 97 to 17. We have a EF2 intensity and gate-to-gate shear here. And you can still see the debris ball on reflectivity. Looks like a wooded area it's hitting. Probably really crazy at this house right now. I mean, that is just crazy. It's been the path of this thing. Starting just to the south west of Gosport. And we still have a debris ball right over the service road and forest road. Can still see it on reflectivity. Very strong and intense tornado. Can't tell if it's intensifying or not. Looks like it may be weakening here. Definitely weakening. You can see from this scan to this scan, it's much weaker. Debris ball is still there, though. There's a large cone funnel reported with the storm down here. So we may have a tornado in progress near Altamont. I don't see it on the CC, but this was reported 8 minutes ago, and our velocities are still tight over here. Our debris signature is still there on radar. And this tornado would kind of almost cross paths with where the other one was. We have a nut. Oh yeah, they downgraded this from PDS to observed. So we no longer have a PDS tornado. You can see these velocities weakened a lot. And we're starting to get our debris fallout. There's no doubt an intense tornado. And that's probably its peak intensity right here. That looks like it'll be fizzling out. Wait for the next update. All right, let's check the CC update. Yeah, it looks like we got debris fallout now. Right here, as we can see, it's green and yellow instead of blue and green. So that correlation coefficient is starting to get weaker. We have more rotation over near Robinson, Palestine, and Maram. Expiring in the next 30 minutes. see our area of rotation in this storm. It's fairly broad right now. I'm surprised I haven't taken this one off yet. So we still have our debris fallout area. These woods got like shredded over here. Velocities are pretty wide here. We have a tornado warning for Bloomington. This is to the south of that other, where that other tornado just was. So Bloomington is now under a radar indicated tornado warning, just to the south of this observed tornado warning, which I believe is still fizzling out. May actually. I feel like this has never really lifted, but like I don't see the rotation on the radar. Like debris is still falling from this thing. Crawford, Illinois, I think has an expiring, or they just moved it. It's still active till 10:30 near Robinson. See these velocities over here near Watson. Fairly broad, but could tighten up. So we see this hook start to develop more. Another hook down here where this tornado warning is. This supercell is now warned in Indiana as well. As you can see, this is the area of rotation. You can see the hook echo and the inflow. I think these storms have kind of gone linear. They're like semi-discreet. Cincinnati's getting hammered by rain right now. If you guys are new to the stream, be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already. I will be going live for any future severe weather events in the future. I think our Effingham tornado warning just got moved. We have a rotating bowl wall cloud here in Watson right now. I don't doubt it. Some pretty broad rotation. I think this just got added for some reason. 10 minutes left on that one. I think they downgraded the old PDS tornado. It's about to cross the state border of Illinois and Indiana here at Merom, New Lebanon, Paxton, Carlisle, and Palestine. Storm right here is starting to organize here near New Lebanon. Definitely got my eye on these two storms right here. This storm and this storm look to be our most concerning. They're discrete supercells and they are not competing for energy or anything of the sort. That straight line winds over here in Morgantown and Nineveh. That is tornado warned. This thing's still on the ground. We're still having debris fall out from this thing. That is insane. A storm over in Bloomington. Got some mighty fine winds going through Bloomington with some very heavy rain. Velocities might start to tighten up here over this border. Let's see, it looks to be getting in shape here. And as for the storm over here, also looks to be getting its act together. This Crawford, Illinois tornado is just updating. They keep shrinking it. If they would just leave it alone. It looks like it's already crossed the border here. Let's see, these velocities are starting to converge. So we may actually start to see something drop here. Just southeast, southeast of Watson in Illinois. We have two mesoscale discussions here, stacked on top of each other. The potential for EF3 tornadoes exists. And so look at this wind. This has got to be screaming. 60 miles an hour. Let's go check out. Our tropical storm here. Our 8 p.m. It was at 40-mile-per-hour winds with max gusts of 58 miles per hour. There's so many tornado warnings over here near Bloomington. I mean, wow. Got a pretty strong convergence signature over here. These velocities are pretty tight over here near Watson. Very strong winds out here near Bloomington, Nashville, Columbus, in Edinburgh, Indiana. Some storms rolling through Indianapolis. A storm with a tornado just went through this area. Our Crawford, Illinois tornado warning is about to expire. New severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds, 3/4 inch size hail. This was our only observed tornado warning. Looks like our debris fallout is finally done. We have a updated tornado warning near Effingham, including Dietrich, and coming up on Wheeler in Illinois. See these velocities down here, pretty intense. This hook over here is starting to look kind of like what we've been seeing. So this might be our next storm to watch out for. We have 7 tornado warnings ongoing, 2 associated with this storm over here. One back here near Watson and Effingham. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only seeing 4. Okay, yeah, we only have 4. Okay. And you can see the convergence right here. We may actually see a tornado here soon. Can see the hook right here. Velocities are strong over here near Paxton, New Lebanon, Carlisle, and Pleasantville. I think I'm going to... Alright, so now both these areas of rotation up here are tornado warned. I'm probably going to call the stream here. Thank you all for watching. I don't even know why that's going off. They moved it. Expires in 15 minutes. But yeah. I will catch you all in